We are back for more. We are talking about pistols. We just talked about the rolling pistol. The reason we do that is just the same reason we do kipping pull-ups in CrossFit. The reason we do kipping pull-ups is a momentum-based thing that allows us to do more volume, take some resistance away, and just get more of that mechanical movement going over longer periods of time. Now, same thing we did with the pistol. We did rolling pistols, which is adding that momentum to the business and being able to stand up and down. Now, we're going to talk about the strict version of the pistol and how I do the basic progression with all my athletes and how we talk about this. If you ever come to me, I always ask you, why is a pistol so hard? Well, a lot of people say, first things first is, oh, probably balance. And I tell them, check this out, let's do this test. You're going to stand on one foot. Can you jump up and down? And can you stick that landing? If you can stick that landing, you're probably okay on balance. Now, that's just standing position, but let's see the second progression. What does that look like to check balance? So we do the following. I get into just a hip width apart stance. I lunge back, stand back up. Can you do that? Yes, no problem. Now watch me from the side. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna pick my leg up. So I pick my leg up, I step back, everything is in good shape, so I have a vertical shin, hip crease is almost below the knee, not there yet. Can I stand up? Can I balance? I couldn't. I shouldn't even be talking. So I stand up, can I balance? If I have that, I'm golden. Next step would be the same thing, but now watch the foot. I'm gonna point the foot in the back. So I point my toe in the back, and now I stand, can I balance? That's usually pretty simple for people, and people feel like it's comfortable. Last one is right here. I'm here, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick my back foot up. Notice that I'm not supporting myself with my back foot, I'm just on my knee. And now I'm gonna stand up. Ah! Harder! And this is where people always say, okay, maybe it's a strength thing. So I ask them this following question. I say, can you back squat or front squat a barbell with weight on it worth your body weight? Meaning you're almost doubling the body weight that you're carrying with 2 legs. If you can do that for 1 repetition, you're probably strong enough to do 1 repetition single leg. So it's not necessarily a strength issue either. The next thing they talk about is it's probably a mobility issue then. So we say, okay, get into a squat stance, so feet shoulder width apart. Can you squat? Can you get hip crease below the knee? Can you get your knees out? Good. Can you keep your toes straight as forward? Can you do that? Yes or no? If you cannot, you know that there's some mobility issues going on. The next test I do, I say, hey, can you bring your feet in a little closer? We come a little closer. This is where we start seeing people here, can't do this, and they start coming down, and they're like rounding their back. Things start going crazy. Toes start turning out. Heels start coming off the ground. We have ankle mobility issues most likely, and that's a problem. So we need to work on that. But if you were comfortable standing in that position, feet hip width apart, you could hold that position, then you're golden and ready to move on to the next step. So, progressions. Number 1, I step back, foot. I step back, point my foot, step back. One more time, same thing, foot off the ground, stand. Okay, I got that. Can I balance? Golden. Those are the first initial steps. So if you have this dialed and you understand that from a balance standpoint, you can work on it just with a back step or a lunge. From a strength perspective, you can start testing just back foot off the ground, knee supported, only using your front leg to stand. Great. Do you have the strength piece? Can you front or back squat the body weight worth on a barbell? Great. Do you have the mobility pieces? Hip and ankle mobility. Can you get into strong positions? If you have that, you're ready to move on to the next step.